So Frodo and Sam go through a ton together, but then Sam just lets Frodo go at the end. A couple weeks ago, I got this comment that asked, why is Sam okay with Frodo leaving at the end of The Lord of the Rings? Is he just sick of him by then? Enough Frodo already? What changed in Sam? Important to answer if you're talking about Sam's fear of losing Frodo. Now, this was a comment from a previous video I did all about character fears, where I said that Sam's biggest driving fear is losing Frodo. And I want to both clarify that and dig deeper into this. So, why does this work? Why does Sam letting Frodo go still be in character even though he feared losing Frodo? I mean, Sam went through all of this chaos in order to make sure that Frodo stayed alive, that Frodo kept hope, that Frodo wouldn't get corrupted by the One Ring. He carried him up Mount Doom when Frodo couldn't walk anymore. So why would you be fine letting someone go? Well, as the old adage says, if you love something, you let them go. Sam's fear of losing Frodo didn't mean he wasn't willing to let Frodo go when the time came to do so. Ultimately, Sam's goal was for Frodo's well-being, and that showcases beautifully at the end of The Lord of the Rings. So let's check out this scene together. Bilbo asked Frodo, "Are you coming?" "Yes, I am coming," said Frodo. "The ring bearers should go together." "Where are you going, master?" cried Sam, though at last he understood what was happening. "To the haven, Sam," said Frodo. "And I can't come." "No, Sam, not yet anyways, not further than the havens. Though you too were a ring bearer, if only for a little while. Your time may come. Do not be too sad, Sam. You cannot be always torn in two. You will have to be one and whole for many years. You have so much enjoyed and to be and to do." "But," Sam said, the tears started in his eyes, "I thought you were going to enjoy the Shire too, for years and years after all you have done." "So I thought too once. But I have been too deeply hurt, Sam. I tried to save the Shire, and it has been saved, but not for me. It must often be so, Sam. When things are in danger, someone has to give them up, lose them, so that others may keep them. But you are my heir. All that I had and might have had, I leave to you. And you will read things out of the Red Book and keep alive the memory of the age that is gone, so that people will remember the great danger, and so love their beloved land all the more. And that will keep you as busy and as happy as anyone can be, as long as your part of the story goes on. Come now, ride with me." And then once they got to the boats to sail off to the Grey Havens, then Frodo kissed Merry and Pippin, and last of all Sam, and went aboard, and the sails were drawn up, the wind blew, and slowly the ship slipped away down the long grey firth. At last the three companions turned away, and never again looking back, they rode slowly homeward. And they spoke no word to one another until they came back to the Shire, but each had great comfort in his friends on the long grey road. At last they rode over the downs and took the east road, and then Merry and Pippin rode on to Buckland, and already they were singing again as they went. But Sam turned to Bywater, and so came back up the hill, as day was ending once more, and he went on, and there was yellow light and fire within, and the evening meal was ready, and he was expected. And Rose drew him in, and set him in his chair, and put little Eleanor upon his lap. He drew a deep breath. "Well, I'm back," he said. So not only for Frodo's well-being did Frodo have to leave, but Sam's also. You see, for 3 years after the ring was destroyed, Frodo tried to enjoy the Shire. But the burden of being a ring bearer, the pain from him being stabbed by the ring raids, kept haunting him. It made him more decrepit. It broke his soul and his spirit. He lost so much of himself to save the land that he loved. And for him to have peace, for him to have rest, he needed to leave to go to the Grey Havens. But it wasn't Sam's time yet. Sam had a family. Sam went all over Middle-earth traveled for over a year, fought all of this danger, became a hero of the realm just so he could have the courage to ask Rosie out. Ah. Sam had somewhere to go back to. Sam had Rosie. He ended up having a family, and he ended up becoming mayor. He had people to protect. He had this story to pass on. He had a life. But it was split between all of these beautiful things and caring for Frodo. So Sam's fear of losing Frodo was ultimately overcome when he realized he needed to let Frodo go. He couldn't go with Frodo on this last adventure. Sam would eventually follow many, many, many years later to the Grey Havens, once he lived a very full life because all ring bearers ended up traveling there. But the love that they had for each other wasn't just, oh, must keep safe. It was, I love you enough to let you go. I will be torn because we'll be broken apart and won't be able to see each other again. That our lives must split, our paths must divide, but it's what's best for you. I'm doing what's best for you, and you're letting me do what's best for me. This beautiful friendship culminated in a bittersweet ending, but it's what was needed for both of them. So why did Sam let Frodo go? Ultimately, because he loved him. Why did Sam not go with him? Because Frodo loved Sam. And these are the kind of beautiful, powerful relationships you can write with your stories. Remember, even if you give your characters fears, Sam's scared of losing Frodo, and he does all of this in order to make sure that Frodo survives, that Frodo has hope that they can return to the Shire, that all will be well, that Frodo doesn't get corrupted by the One Ring. It's more multifaceted than that. Frodo wasn't just a checkbox must make survive, must keep alive for Sam. There is a relational aspect. They loved each other. And The Lord of the Rings is both on screen and on book is one of the most beautiful examples of true sacrificial love, like brothers in arms kind of love. And you can develop those deep relationships between your characters too. You can showcase this as well. Your characters are multifaceted, they're interesting, and as the story progresses and as their relationship progresses, remember that things will change. Sam would do anything to follow Frodo. Sam almost drowned trying to follow Frodo when Frodo tried to go alone. But this time, when Frodo wanted to leave Sam behind, Sam respected it. Why? Because it was what was best for both. So thank you, Chesbot, for this comment and this really thought-provoking questions. I'm going to be doing more of these videos because you guys have had some incredible comments, are so inquisitive and such deep thinkers that I want to address these in more detail. And I want to hear from you all. What do you think about Frodo and Sam's relationship? How can you use this example to deepen your own characters? And if you have any questions about the craft, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I love going through your comments. And if you like videos like this, I'm planning for our hitting 500 subscribers. Oh my goodness, that's crazy to say out loud, to do a live stream Q&A where I address these kinds of questions, hear from you, answer your questions, just continuing the dialogue and getting to know each other better. And for more on Sam, check out this video right here.